Hello again. Now we've actually finished up project number 2 as well. This was taking the same robot car concept from project number 1 and doing it as a Windows form instead of as a console app, so it actually has buttons and an interface that you can click on using the mouse. I've also implemented keystrokes, and I'll show at the end it actually accepts input from a 360 controller for driving the robot car around on screen. So this is my new robot car project. So here's my second project as a Windows form. You click to get the application to start from the title screen. So here we are. We've got our little VW bug animated on screen in a little cycle. And you can use the buttons on the form with the mouse to just move straight down, straight east, north, west, all the directions on the standard steering wheel, and then you can shift gears between first and third for how fast it goes. I prefer using just the straight up keystrokes. You can drive around the little image of town. It knows how to draw objects so that the car can go behind a tree versus in front of a tree, and it can also ram. Items can be labeled as animatable props, so all the trees can be hit and animated, versus the gas station brick walls, which don't animate when the car hits it. You can drive under and behind objects, and the gas pump is also an animatable object, so you can hit it, move away. When you go into third gear, the car displays particle effects for driving around, so you've got little dust trails that you kick up as you go around in third gear. And then you can turn on the paint and start marking the ground as well as objects that are paintable. So I can drive around making everything purple. Bonk, bonk. Even the gas pump you can make purple. Mark all the trees. Oh, ran out of ink. So when you're out of ink, or if you turn it off, you can bonk an object and knock the paint back out of it. So it pops off the paint, knock all the purple off of everything. And then if you go to the gas station, you refill your paint supply. And you can use the right-hand slider to change what color you're currently painting under. So I can be like, here's the red to the green. Whoops, change gear. Red to the green to the blue. Back to dark blue. And there's a maximum number of paint squares that can be on screen at a time. So you'll notice as I make new squares, the old ones will start disappearing, kind of like a snake eating its tail. Bonk. Fill up on some more paint. Into purple. And you can clear the paint that's on the screen, so it takes it all away, and continue painting. And also the other thing was trying to figure out how to do hit detection on all the objects, so it knows where all the pillars and stuff that you drive around are. You can also Alt-F into the file and either exit or go to an alternate background where it's just a sheet of graph paper that you can draw on. And you can go up to the paint splotch in the corner and go around driving here. And you can just switch back to the other main background and drive around town again. So that's my my second project. Let me show you with the 360 controller. Alright, so now we're plugged in with the 360 controller to make the car move around. The left analog stick controls where the car moves on screen. Also how fast the car moves is controlled by how far the analog stick is pushed. So if you're just barely pushing on it, you'll move in first gear and it'll automatically switch between first, second, and third gear. The right analog stick controls what your current color is based on where the actual thumbstick is. So as you slowly push up, you move through the spectrums and go back and forth between them. So if I turn on the paint, I can start moving around and use the analog stick to very quickly change between colors, back and forth on screen. And then B button B button smears the paint. So if you want it all to be one color, all red, all purple, back to all blue, all green, and then clear the paint off the screen. And you go back and refuel and clear it one more time. Oh, also the walls. Y button on the controller changes the walls so that normally when you hit them, you slide against them and just can't get past them. but if you press the Y button, you'll go around to the other side. And then you'll be able to warp through. The screen will wrap around top to bottom, bottom to top. And let me clear it. You can also do Trippy Paint, which is where you press the bumper, and with Trippy Paint and Paint On, it starts going whom, whom, and changing the color as you place it down. So now there's all my Trippy Paint on screen, and that's project number 3.